Hi, you guys. Thanks for joining me again today. Today is about some logistics and support that's available through the Overland Bound community. So please stick around for that. Before we get there, let's take care of some housekeeping. All right. So we say adventure is necessary, and we do believe that it is a part of what makes humans healthy and happy. We do believe it's essential, but you'd never hear me say, even if it kills you. That's not the point of adventure. Right now, we're living involuntarily a adventure of a lifetime because of this pandemic. And right now, it's time to make sure that everyone is safe and that they have the support that they need. Now, keep in mind, the guidelines and recommendations are different globally and regionally. So please follow the guidelines of your local government and do what they say. So here in the Bay Area, California, we are in a shelter-in-place situation. And so what that means for us is adventure can wait. We can plan for adventure right now. In fact, in the next few days, I'm going to have a great guest on. His name is David. David Spinks is our director over in Europe. He's going to talk about how people have been affected in the overland community throughout the world. And he'll tell you one of the funnest things as a long-term overlander and a long-distance overlander, one of the funnest things that he does is plan for adventures. So we're going to have some more videos on that about what you can be doing now to plan for your next great adventure. Please stay in place. Do what you can. It's hard to imagine how you affect the people around you doing even the simplest things. A few days ago, I went to get gas and I was thinking nonstop about the spread of this virus and how I might contribute to it. And it's tiring to even fathom. Remember, it's not where you're going necessarily. It's what you pass through and what you do and how you may impact others. None of us, I know none of us, wants to be responsible for spreading this disease. So please follow your local guidelines. Let's talk about this support. First of all, again, David Spinks, thank you so much in the past few days for your guidance and support and working with us to implement this program that I'm talking about. We have community software, it's called Rally Point software, and we use it to bring people together for local meetups, trips, or training. That's not how we're using Rally Point these days. So the last few days, we've been working on seeing if we can use that software to offer support. And three of our engineers, Steve, Nick, and Brian, they are friends of mine. They're overlanders, they're members of the community, and they've been working 12 to 14-hour days for a while. The Rally Point software is open and it's free for everybody. You don't need to be an Overland Bound member, and let me talk about how you would use it. If you need support because borders have been closed, because you're you're on a long-term travel trip, you don't have local resources, you want to shelter in place, but you can't, or for any reason, you would follow the link in the description, create a support alert by filling out the form, submitting it, and a number of things happen when you do that. One, there's an exclamation point icon on the map that says somebody needs support. Two, it creates a thread in our community forums automatically so that other people can see that you need support. And three, it automatically informs people in your area, Overland Bound members in your area, that you need support. The strongest thing about Overland Bound is our community. We're 25,000 people worldwide, growing very quickly, and it's quite a support network. So we're hoping that by doing this, people who need support can fill out a quick form, hit submit, and our community can respond and give the support that you need. Overland Bound community a message for you. Watch our map and just be the awesome community you guys already are. Support those in need and do what you can. Okay, part 2 of this video, I'm going to take a quick break. Part 2 of this video is going to be real quick step-by-step instructions on how you can use the software to request support from the Overland Bound community in your region. Thank you very much. In the next few days, we've got things you can do while you're sheltering in place. We'll continue having the videos, a few guests, and other things. So look forward to sharing that with you. Thank you, everyone. Be safe. Follow your local guidelines. All right, you guys, I'm going to show you really quickly how to use this to create a support alert. We'll go through the steps briefly. So you'll know you're at the right link. You follow the link in the description. Right at the top of the page here, it'll say create a support alert. Let's go through this. You don't have to include an image. That's not relevant. If you think it conveys useful information for anybody trying to help, you can add an image. You don't need to mess with any of the event types. In here, the title of your rally point can provide some really quick details about the situation. That's going to be the largest title. Put something in there. And the short description, the support alert will create a shareable social media link. And the short description is what people will see on that shareable link. So this is the most important details to put in here. Make it short. Now, in the main rally point details, add as much information as you can. Everything about the situation, what you're seeking, any pertinent details you can think of, add that in the main rally point details. Okay, you can put your name in here, your cell number, and this is super important. This first location here is where you need help. Because what that does, the support alert will inform Overland Bound members in your region around that location that you need assistance. So that location is important. It tells people where you're at. Now, comms, this is important. If you have access to comms, you can also add another communication type. So other, I'm going to put cup and string, and the note is the type of communication, shout. So clearly you would put something that's relevant, either radio, additional cell phone number, whatever. And then for the start date, go ahead and select something very close to today and put your time zone. Okay. Now, region, just get close. If you're in Europe, I happen to be in US West region. And then there's a bunch of details in here that you can ignore because clearly we did this quickly. This is meant for event planning, but we're using it for support alert. So just add in some details. If you think that it provides useful information, then you can go ahead and fill it out accurately. Otherwise, just put some things in here. The most important thing is that you create an alert and it gets on the map. So looking at this really quickly, number of rigs doesn't matter because we're not RSVPing. Don't worry about changing any of this. Check terrain types. Now that might be relevant to somebody who's trying to help you. And then also required equipment may be relevant to somebody who's trying to assist you. Tags, don't worry about it. Just say I agree. And then you just hit next. Now you've created a support alert. Now the next step is to go to create invites. And Here, it will show you the number of people that you can invite. RSVP doesn't really matter because nobody's RSVPing to your event. However, this next slider will tell you how many Overland Bound members that it found in your area. Now, you can move this slider all the way up to, your limit, and it will tell you how many Overland Bound members are in that region. I'm just going to be frank here. If you're in an area where there's a lot of members, that's great, but try and keep the invite limit down to 200, and that way you don't overload our system. Our system can become overloaded with a large number of invites, so try and keep the invite number down to around 200, and that will notify up to 200 people in your region. However, we're also monitoring support alerts on the map, so even if you don't get anybody with this, somebody will be proactive about seeing what the support alert is and following up on it, regardless of who you contact here. So just know we are watching, even if one of these folks doesn't respond. So that's it. You're going to say create invites, and then you send the invites. And that's all you need to do. Once you do that, you'll appear on the map. People can click on it, go to the announcement, see all of those details, and if you would like, you can go to the announcement and then you can share that link either on social media, Facebook, however you would like to. But the most important thing is you're connected with the Overland Bound community, and we'll try and support if we can. All right, you guys, thank you, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.